Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to XPSTECH. I'm Vineet, and in today's video we are going to check out the new Linux network filtering tool that is replacing the popular iptables. The tool is called Nftables, which stands for Network Filter Tables. It is the modern Linux kernel packet classification framework which is built into the Linux kernel. Now, almost all Linux distributions have already made the switch to Nftables for network filtering, and iptables has become a sort of legacy tool. Although right now Nftables do provide backward compatibility for running iptables command, but that is not going to be there for long. Hence, it's important that you make the switch, and this video will help you do that. Alright, so let's begin. Alright, now if you do not know anything about network filtering or have no experience with iptables, I have made a detailed 2-part series on iptables covering the syntax and also live demo on how to do filtering using iptables. I highly recommend you first watch those videos because the core concept is quite similar in both these tools. So learning Nftables will be much easier if you have watched those videos. The link is there in the description of this video. Alright, so Nftable stands for Net Filter Table. It's a powerful tool used to create firewall to filter incoming and outgoing data from your computer, similar to iptables. But Nftables comes with a lot of improvements over iptables. The command line tool to use Nftable is called nft. The syntax of nft is quite different from iptables, and we are going to understand the syntax in a bit. But first, let's get the concepts out of the way. There are several features of Nftables which makes it better and efficient than iptables. For example, a single Nftable rule can take multiple action, unlike in iptables where we have a match statement and a single target action. Nftable allows you to construct complex filtering rules with maps, sets, and concatenation. Using these, rule sets can be arranged in a multi-dimensional tree, which reduces the number of rules needed to be inspected or traversed, and thereby increasing speed and efficiency. Also, unlike iptables, where there are predefined tables and each table has its own set of predefined chains, Nftables has no predefined tables and chains. You give custom names to tables and chains as per your choice, and then based on the family type and hook, the packet processing is done. Family type and hook is a new concept here in Nftables, but don't worry, we'll cover it in detail. Now let's get into the syntax of Nftables. Like iptables, Nftables also do packet filtering using the concepts of tables, chains, and rules. So there are tables, each containing one or more chains, and each chain have one or more rules. So the process is to create a table, then create a chain under it, and then define rules under the chain. Now there are two methods of doing this. The first method is by typing nft commands on the terminal. Here we type a command, execute it, and then type the next command. The other method is to write all the commands in one text file, save it with nft extension, and then run it using nft command. We are going to check out both the methods, but I like writing all the commands in a file. It is fast, lets you see the entire code at one place, and also helps in troubleshooting. Alright, so as I said, the first step is to create a table. And to create a brand new table, the syntax is nft add the keyword table, inet, and then the name of the table that you want to give. I'm just going to call it block packets. Alright, now let's break down this command word by word for complete understanding. nft is the name of the tool. Add is the action element, that is to add a table. Here you have few more options like list, delete, and create, which is self-explanatory. Then you have the keyword table, and then you have inet, which is the family type. Now these are the family types available in Nftables. For most of the time you will be using inet as the family type, which is for both IPv4 and IPv6 packets. But if you have a specific requirement and want to handle other data packets type, you can use the other family type as well. Alright, now once you have created a table, now it's time to create a chain. Now here there's an important concept. There are two types of chains used in Nftables. One is called base chain and the other is called regular chain. As there are no predefined chains like input, outputs in Nftable, we need to create a base chain where we attach these input, output, and other hooks. You can imagine a hook as a place or checkpoint in the path of data packet where we can stop the packet and apply filters. And base chains are those chains that contains these net filter hooks. Alright, now let's look at the syntax of base chain. It's nft add chain and the family type of table, then table name, then you give the chain name. Here you can give any name of your choice. Now again, let's break this down. So add is our action element, similar to creating table. Then we have keyword chain, the family of the table and the name of the table. This portion we have already covered in the last command. Next is the name of the chain. Here you can give any name of your choice. Then we write the chain details in curly braces. So type is the keyword for chain type, similar to the type of table. Now chain type depends on the type of table. There are 3 chain types: filter, nat, and route. And for inet you have 2 chain types available, filter and nat. For most cases you will be using the filter chain. Next is the hook type. Now hook also depends on the family type of the table. For IP, IP6 and inet you have pre-routing, input, forward, output, and post routing, which is exactly what we had in iptables as chains. For ARP family you have only input and output. Now if you do not understand this, I have explained all these packet stages in detail in my video on iptables. I have put the link of those videos in the description, so do check that out. Alright, now priority here is the priority in which you want the rules to be evaluated and the order in which the chains with the same hooks are traversed. So if you want a rule to be checked first, give it the highest priority. The ordering is ascending, so lower the value, higher the precedence. The standard priority values is this, but this is just the standard based on the priorities used by Xtables, another legacy tool. You can change these and give numbers that make sense to you. Or the final part is the policy. This is similar to the action part of iptables. Here we define the action that will be taken if we got a match. The policy can be drop, reject, or accept. Drop and reject are quite similar, with one basic difference. Reject sends a message back informing the packet has been rejected, whereas drop just drops the packet with no feedback message. Alright, next let's talk about regular chain. A regular chain does not have a net filter hook, so by itself it does not see any traffic. It is not traversed, but we use jump or goto statement to include regular chain to process packets. The syntax is quite similar: nft add chain, then family type of the table, table name, and then chain name. Alright, now at last let's check out rules. Now rules take action on network packets based on the match criteria. Each rule consists of 0 or more expression followed by 1 or more statements. For example, this is an example of a rule. Here we are counting the number of packets with destination address as 8.8.8.8, which is Google's DNS server. Alright, here is the list of some of the most common protocols and the type of options available where you can apply rules. For a detailed list, check out this wiki page of Nftables. It gives you all the options. I'll put the link of this page in the description of this video. Alright, so that was all about the basics of Nftables to get you started. I'm not covering the advanced features like maps and sets, but if you understand this well, you can figure out those concepts pretty easily. Alright, so that was all for today. In the next video, we'll do a live demo and see how to use Nftables in real world scenario. Alright, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you like this video. If you do, kindly press the like button. If you have any comment, suggestion, or feedback, do type that in the comment box. A huge shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you for supporting me. Alright, so thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.